One of the silhouettes immediately parted from the bizarre shadow carnival and sprinted across the field with giant leaps. Oh shit, that scared the fuck out of me. Hello everyone, it's Wacky Mork. How the bloody highs? And we're here today with Tiny Bunny, a horror game I found off Steam. It was like $13 or something. Apparently it's a story-rich adventure where you choose your own fate. So all your decisions affect the outcome of the game. So that sounded exciting to me. So I thought, hey, let's get into it. Let's play the bloody game, mates. Let's go, buddies. How is everybody? Okay. Okay, so what's that? The forest? Ooh, spooky, spooky. The wind clawed at my window all night long. It wandered the fields and howled like a hungry beast. An endless song weaved from all sorts of voices, shrill, gentle, sneering, twined in the air. They were shouting and laughing, and arguing about something. Someone was running through the snow while casting long shadows that would occasionally creep close to my bed. A house had a mind of its own. The creaky old mind of a building that had seen a lot of its days was seemingly trying to share its wisdom with the inhabitants. The lonely house faced the forest, and the dark green thicket gazed back with its hollow eyes, rustling, wheezing, swaying back and forth. One could come out and stand at the edge of the forest to reassure themselves there was nobody behind the crooked trees. Fuzzy silhouettes swaying in the wind couldn't possibly do any harm. It's just a play of the light and shadow. Just a play. I knew it was my imagination. I was already 12 after all. Ooh, I'm a big boy. Still. Sorry about my camera. I tried my best to fix it. I think it's just the white background that really gets it. So, sorry about that. Hey, put away your book. How many times have I told you not to read at the table? It's bad for your health. Look at how slouched you are. Oh, I can choose what to do. What do I do? Can I just sit here? No, I guess I will hide. I'm hiding. I didn't protest and put the book about Conan the Barbarian aside. Ha ha! I was stuck on a line I couldn't understand after reading it 3 times anyway.
I gave up trying to count to 10 a long time ago. Let's try. 1, 3, 5, 9, 10. Did I do it?
Hola had already finished her breakfast and was munching on some cookies. She was so enthusiastic she almost looked like your typical girl from commercials. You're not going anywhere until you finish all of it. I, on the other hand, was still trying to drill a hole in the plate with my eyes, as if it would make the porridge disappear. Hazy anxiousness welled up inside, all because of the previous sleepless night, the black forest around our house, and the gloomy wind. The longer I waited, the colder the lumpy white substance became. It looked like jellyfish from Kustuistu Odyssey. I love that show. I'm sorry about that word. I don't know what it's about. I wonder how horrifying the bottom of the ocean is. Oh, play Subnautica. It's fucking scary, mate. Or how cold the Black Forest is at night. The spoon fell out of my hand. Mum showered me with a cold glare from her green eyes. What did I say? I'll get it. I had 10 seconds to catch my breath before battling the nasty porridge once again. I felt around for the spoon. What is this? Carved on the other side of the table? Karina. Hey, words. Ha! That's my mum's name. Coincidink. I guess she carved it out with something pointy when she was little. Or was it? The fucking bunny, huh? It could have been the bunny. She sure was a rascal. Damage the furniture like that. Oh my god, she's a rebel. She wrote shit on the underneath the table. She would scold me for a week if I did something similar, though. Should I remind her about it? No, she's been a bit of a mood lately. Ooh, you don't want to mess with a woman in a bad mood. Yeah, I'm telling you, mates. I imagine her being my age, sitting under this table. I wonder, was Mum afraid of the dark back then? Or the sounds coming from the attic? Or the thick forest? I don't know. Oh shit! Oh, who the fuck's this? Oh my shits! Oh wow, where'd you come from? You should just get back in the shadows, mate. I imagine my grandma coming into my little mum's room, sitting at the edge of the bed, where older sleeps nowadays, and saying things in a soft, smooth voice. I got a special place, little girl. It's watching you closely, sniffing you out, trying to discover what kind of beast you are. If you're a good sort, it won't abandon you in times of trouble. But if you're a bad apple, it'll grab you by the side and drag you under the table. And that would be it. Grandma was caring. She never fought with anybody, never yelled, never swore. She looks evil, okay? Look at her face. She looks evil, just saying. Those were the times without the maddening screams until late at night, without smashed dishes and mutual accusations. Our parents used to love each other back then. I remember listening in one of their conversations by chance. They were talking about Grandma getting prepared for her funeral. She had already bought a casket. What? She getting ready for her own funeral, or what? And she called it her cute funeral box. It waited for its time in the closet, patiently. It was black, unfolded, with meat-coloured material on the inside. I saw it when Grandma was being buried. The house didn't change since the time she was alive. Only all the photos were gone. Glass-covered pictures with the grey faces of my ancestors. They all had a dead but watchful look in their eyes. I crawled out from under the table. Oya was done with her cookies and was looking at my share like sly woodland critter. I turned my gaze toward the frosted window. There were a lot of dark pines outside, but they didn't grab my attention. The pattern of the frost formed a picture in the glass. Oh, it's a wolf! Ooh! Oh, look, it's a fox. Well, sorry. Wolf, fox, you know. I'm gonna do an Ola voice. Yes. Oh, yes. 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 Where? It looked almost like the optical illusion thingies they put on back of the students' notebooks. A mixture of lines at the first glance, but if you blur your vision a little bit and look under a certain angle. Not outside, on the window. Look, here's the nose and here's... Hey, eat up! Yes, just a moment. He didn't see anything. Hurry up, there's not much left. It is, but it still doesn't look like one. There it is, but it still doesn't look like one. And I'm telling you it does. It does. Stop it, those kids, I swear. Now I couldn't see the fox either. It disappeared. Went away. Only the frosty pattern similar to the stretched out nettle leaves kept crawling up. Only the frosty pattern similar to the stretched out nettle leaves kept creeping up the glass. Oh, shit, the dad's here. Gonna do a dad voice. My dad entered the kitchen with long measured steps. I want to have a beard like his when I grow up. Everyone wants a beard. Look at the beards. The beards are the shit. Mum would always ask jokingly, "Come on, shave it off, it stings." Bitch, 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 my God. Stop it, woman. This was so long ago. Nowadays, rumbling doors and witty comebacks were an everyday occurrence. Ola always covers her ears whenever she hears something like, "What's the point of all this?" through the wall. Wow. "It's all for your sake," Dad would reply, "for the sake of our family." I always caught every sound in fear of hearing the most dreaded, the gentlest word that started with a D. Disco! Oh, divorce! Oh, I see. D-I-V, Devo. Devo ain't your baby. D-I-N-G-O, D-I-N-G-O, D-I-V-O. Devo ain't your baby. I don't even want to finish it. It was scary to imagine that me and my little sister could be torn apart and taken into two different families. Anyway, your fox is nothing. I have an owl on my window. Oh, Dad voice. You and your owl talk again? You said you believed me just yesterday. Has anybody seen my car keys? Maybe you did, and maybe not. Right. Maybe you did, and maybe not. You're a great man, a father of two, and still... Karina, please. Stop.
Mission failed. We'll get them next time.
Just let me get ready in peace. Your keys are in the basket near the phone. Well, thank you very much. Anton, stop making a martyr out of yourself and finish eating already. But the owl. There is no owl. But there was one. It had giant glowing eyes. Oh wait. It had giant glowing eyes. Ola sprung up from the chair and placed her hands on the little face.
Go fuck yourself.
Imitating a pair of eyes with her fingers the size of an apple each. Last year you had Pape in your closet. Now this owl? I don't know what Pape means. But I saw it. Ola shifted her gaze back and forth, from Dad to Mum to me, but couldn't find any support. Have you thought about befriending it? You know, like feeding it with imaginary mice? Don't bully our girl. She's just afraid to sleep alone because she's still little. Ola pouted her lips in rebellion and rushed into the hallway. The staircase that led to the second floor creaked. Mum gave Dad a strict look. Oh, fuck, you got the look, man. Be careful, cause, oh shit. Shit, man. Be careful, be careful. Oh, that look in her eyes. It's so uncomfortable to be pinned under it. Dad just snorted in reply and left, ringing with the keys he just found. A minute had passed and the theme song from The Little Mermaid echoed through the house. It was stored on incredibly worn-out cassette tape, which Dad had already had to glue together once. Cassette tape? What the hell is that, man? So easy to fix objects by gluing them back together, for example. But how do I fix a relationship? Well, man, sometimes you just can't, okay? That's just how it is. Mum moved into the living room, and I was left alone, anxiously stealing glances at the window. I had trouble sleeping ever since we moved into this house. She would toss and turn, or curl up in a ball under her blanket. Sometimes she would jump out in the middle of the night and turn on the VCR. VCRs, man? Holy shit. Haven't seen one of them for like 10 years. Cartoons helped her take her mind off all the troubles we had with the move and our parents. Oh! What the hell was that? And then Ola said she saw the giant flying monster outside her window. She became obsessed with it. My parents did everything in their power. They tried even little trick to get rid of those ridiculous fears. I refused to sleep alone and didn't believe that owl was just one of her nightmares. After tonight, I was unsure what to make of my sister's words, what to think of it myself. Can nightmares be infectious? Just last night, I couldn't get a wink of sleep and ended up thinking of what to expect in my new school. There were a couple of days left before the beginning. There were a couple of days left before the beginning of the new term. My imagination drew long, twisting hallways that led to a classroom full of kids. But all the students behind the desk were simply dark figures cut out using a template. Circular holes gapped in the middle of their faces, and pairs of eyes blinked inside their holes. It was as if some completely different creatures were looking at me from behind the flat, black silhouettes. The cruel glares, filled icy sneers, made me shiver from head to toe. Will I survive here? Won't they gang up on me and beat me down? Stop on my with their bloody shoes? The damn school can burn for all I care. Wow! He's gone so far, so quickly. I just wished for anything to happen to it. Doesn't really matter what. I didn't want to go there badly. I didn't want to see people who were just itching to smack me on the head, trip me up, think of a new offensive name for me, worse than the previous one. I felt like the glasses I wore made me an outsider or some sort of monster. I wear glasses and I'm not a monster, man. We could be friends, buddy. I wear glasses too. I know how you feel. My gaze slid across the drawings, hanging on the walls. I couldn't consider myself a great artist, but Ola begged me to hang them. Drawing was the only thing that made me happy as of late. A small circle of friends I had also enjoyed my paintings, and they promised to call me from time to time. Sometimes I imagine Mum picking up the phone and saying in a cold voice, "You've got the wrong number." Or Anton's, "Not around." Anton's not around. I imagine my future classmates lying in their beds just like me, listening to the howls of invisible werewolves outside their windows. Maybe the new classmates will like me after all. But who would ever like a boy with thick glasses? I mean, my dad had to wear glasses when he was little. Now he's married to the most beautiful woman on the planet, my mum. Ha! The house creaked, pressed by the wind. The condo we used to live in, a 9-floor concrete building, buzzed with the neighbour's drill, mumbled with the TV set from behind the wall, cried like a baby from the big family next door. Our current house, though I can't really call it new, was completely different. It was silent and easy, going during the day. Its shadows lay dormant in the corners, on the closet cupboards, and under the stairs. But they all woke up during the night. Something was watching me from every corner, almost as if its old photos of my deceased family with their sudden, ashen eyes were hanging on the walls in the place of my drawings. The floor was squeaking, rusty drains were moaning, the attic was occupied by noisy drums. One could think the house was performing some sort of demonic melody. And then I realized I was, in fact, hearing music. It was already playing for a good while. Somewhere at the edge of my perception, I could hear a flute. It was mixed with the sound of the wind, of the creaking old house, and my thoughts, too. I stood up and rushed to the window. I wanted to reassure myself that this music was nothing more than a product of my imagination. It's not like someone is playing it there amidst the cold, snowy night, right? So like some... Oh, shit! Oh, I can open the blinds! What the fudge? Oh, I did things. Oh, it's snowing. Someone was dancing in the field. Black silhouettes I could barely make them out, with a dark forest as the backdrop. They jumped around, basked in the moonlight, bumped into piles of snow, rolled around and crawled on all fours. Stories about wolves playing under the moon came to mind, but these were clearly no wolves. They stood They stood upright at all times, circled around, holding hands and whipping up snow, disappearing into the shadows for a brief moment and then coming back. Something bizarre was going on. Shadows dancing in the starless abyss made my imagination go wild, making me anxious at the same time. Suddenly the music had stopped. The dancing shadows froze in place and, I could swear, pierced me with their eyes. One of the silhouettes immediately parted from the bizarre shadow carnival and sprinted across the field with giant leaps. Oh shit, that scared the fuck out of me. Oh my god. Oh fuck. It glided on squeaky snow without leaving any prints until I was devoured by the pitch black shadow of my house, which became even darker and thicker. My heart was jumping around like a bird inside a cage. I shut the curtains with a swift motion and stepped back toward the bed. They saw me. Ugh. A freezing torrent of fear washed over me. I stood in the middle of the perfectly dark room and listened to some unhelpful guest move and scrape around, looking for an entrance. The sound moved to the right, then circled around the house. Now my guest should be at the front door. I jumped in the bed and covered myself with the blanket, as if it could protect me. I do that all the time. The shackles of fear locked my muscles. I remembered the funeral, my grandma lying there, hands crossed on her chest, her facial features sharp like that of a tin doll. Ants running up and down the legs of her chairs that held my grandma's casket. I imagined those little creatures climbing up on her head and pulling up her eyelids with their tiny legs. Then her wrinkly eyeballs would once again move inside their sockets, and she'll be able to see her grandchildren. I was chanting the spell she taught me throughout the whole procedure. What? Chanting a spell? Okay. And now lying under the blanket and listening to the squeaks and howls, I was repeating the same words. Oh, God. On the island of Buren, underneath the blemished sun and the sea color blue, stands a cabin made of wood. There lay lard and ashen hair, for the spawn from Devil's Lair, to feast and always leave alone. God's faithful servant named Anton. Is your grandmom the devil, or does she worship the devil's son? Because I've never done that. Evil, leave this house. Must. Ashes to ashes, dust to dust. Well, that's completely normal. That is completely normal to do as a kid. Bizarre sounds had disappeared. I cautiously peeked out from under the blanket and saw curtains weaving around like a hangman. Then the night doused me with a new portion of boiling terror. The sound scratched at my eardrums. In reality, something or someone was scratching at the front door, hurriedly clawing at the wood, demanding to be let in. The door was shut. Dad had become very cautious recently, so he installed a sturdy lock. I remember him staring at the forest, intently as if he were looking for someone. Ashes to ashes, dust to dust. I hugged my knees, placing my chin between them, and drew the door with my knees. It was so flimsy and weak before the might of darkness. And then the doorknob twitched suddenly. Then it turned halfway once, twice, as if the person who tried to enter had no hands. The doorknob tilted once more and then started clicking violently. My jaw cramped with fear. My wet fingers clutched the blanket. The door creaked and opened. The wind taunted me, moaning inside the tin drains. Now you'll see. The door was wide open. The darkness withered inside the carnivorous mouth of the doorway. To me. It was as if the night itself was calling out to me, flapping its black wings and squeaking with rusty hinges. I was trembling, instead by the web of darkness that hung in the corners of my room, waiting for the one who's weaved it to come out of the gaping black hole. To me. My abdomen tightened and my chest rose up, ready to exhale a desperate scream. But before I was able to do anything, the darkness asked me, "Tanner, you asleep?" My sister's pale face protruded from the thick shadows. I almost screamed from relief. "Allah, I'm not sleeping. Did something happen? Play it cool. Good work." Allah frowned and stuck out her lower lip, a clear sign that she was about to cry. "It's there again, staring at me." I know that is the worst kid's voice, but that's all I got. "Shoo her away, Tootie, please. I'm scared." The fear that was tormenting me just a minute ago crawled away and hid somewhere in my stomach. I needed to be calm. Allah. I needed to calm Allah down. "It was just a dream, silly. Don't be scared. Dreams don't bite. No one's going to harm you." Allah sobbed. She was trying her best to believe me. Or was I sure myself? I have an idea. Let's go to your room and watch the video. Sleeping Beauty, for example. You like that cartoon, don't you? Why does the Sleeping Beauty have a prince and I have the scary bad? The question took me by surprise. Alright, let's watch Cinderella. All bad choices. My thoughts became tangled, fuzzy. What was that? What studied me with its eyes while dancing furiously under the moon? The darkness was climbing to the window, and it couldn't be fooled by Grandma's old chants. It couldn't be satisfied with a feast of lard and long ashen hair. Daddy, you coming? Yes, just a moment. Why? Oh my. That was scary as fuck. Oh. Wow. Whew. Alright everyone, I'm going to stop the video there. Tiny Bunny, whoa, what a good game so far. The story is building up and I'm really loving it. The choices, the grandma, the jump scare at the end really got me. Let me know what you think in the comments and don't forget to like and subscribe. Tell me what you thought, and if you've got any other games for me to play that you want to recommend, put them in the comments, I'll have a look at them. Can't say I'm going to play them, but I'll have a look. Alright, thank you for watching everyone. See you in the next video. Stay wacky. Bye!
Don't forget to like and subscribe. Press on the subscribe button in the top left hand corner, and some other links you might be interested in on the right there. Oh, you still have not subscribed, you just got to press the button on the left there. Press it, press it, press it. If you did press it, I thank you. So what are you waiting for?